game currently features four characters, four classes like Barbarian, Sorceress, Valkyrie, and Necromancer, and we are planning to introduce more classes in the future. The upcoming one gonna be Druid. And our gameplay is very classic. If you see our UI and UX, I think just 10 minutes you will know how to play this game. So it deeply reduces the learning curve for new players when they first time to know this game. So even for Web2 players, if they want to play this Web3 game, they don't meet a lot of barriers like other Web3 games. They don't need to deal with another complicated stuff about the decentralized wallet. I think they just need to use their email address to register into our custodial wallet called ActivePass. With that custodial wallet, you have everything just at one step. So it's simple, straight, and seamless. With that wallet, you can do the trading directly in the game, and you can also just, when you have any other NFTs and tokens drops in the game, you can just do use it list it into our integrated NFT marketplace. So it's very simple. And look, because we've lowered down all the possible barriers for Web2 players, it's very popular to all the players, whatever they are from Web2 or Web3. So let me show you the gameplay. We have different skill sets for you to build your character. And this is for Barbarian. We have mini battle. It's more like that's Sorceress. It's more rely on elemental damage. We have fire, ice, and lightning. This is my favorite class, Valkyrie. We combine it with physical and elemental damage. It has both skills. And this is lightning javelin Valkyrie. And the Necromancer. This is the most popular class among our different classes. We have Summoned Necromancer. So, as you can see from the video, we do have a comprehensive ARPG experience. And you can't believe it, it's a Web3 game, right? It looks too Web2 and too good to be true. And I just showed you, I think for the previous video, you just know that I just showed you the ultimate combat experience and the flexible character development. So, yeah, for the rich equipment system, I'm gonna save it for later. And it's a bit different from another traditional single-player Diablo-like game. We added more MMO features into Seraph in the Darkness. That means in the game you can team up with your buddies, you can play the leaderboard PvP session, and as well you may meet some world map boss, so to get more rewards from the game. And it's a crypto-native game. To be honest, I think everyone, you may think like this game is not a crypto-native, it's some change, some reskin game from a Web2 game. But to be honest, it's a crypto-native game. So all of our assets, like tokens and NFTs, are deeply infused in the gameplay. So we can say the free circulation of account assets can be definitely fundamental to this game. And this game will operate by seasons. I know for all, in the range, in the space of Web3 game, it's quite rare that we can conduct or we can develop such a complicated, comprehensive ARPG. It's really time-consuming and requires a lot of investment. And it's true, because for most Web3 games, I think there are more quick run rather than a solid product. So while we can do this product, we started development since November of 2021. I think until now it has been over 2.5 years. So with this, because we got backed and incubated by a Korean gaming giant called ActiveSoft. ActionSoft is the first generation of Korean online gaming giant. It was established in 1997, and it was gone public at Kosdaq in 2003. With the support, financial support, and the technical support from ActionSoft, we are able to deliver these wonderful games with almost 90% completion. It's quite rare in the market. You will never see another product with the same quality and same as polished as Seraph in the Darkness. So I love to share some solid stats that we have. Since 2023, we have conducted 4 tests together. In 2023, the alpha and beta tests are more focused on the gameplay. We only open them to the players who secure a whitelist spot. So the data set here, you can see it clearly from the numbers of how many people participated in the alpha and the beta test. But the test just showed us that they love this game. The game gives them a lot of fun, so our retention rate is really good. So from the alpha and the beta test, we thought maybe it's the great time for us to do the economic cycle test. Then there is another one we called Chaos Legacy test. It's the third one. Before the test started, we just released our gold farming asset called Genesis Unique NFTs. And as you can see, about 5,000 players participated in the Chaos Legacy test, and the day 1, day 7, day 14 retention rate are both very high. And our average daily online duration reached 7.3 hours. And in this test, because it's the first time we focused on the economic cycle, but it's only in-game economic cycle. We didn't calculate the economic cycle outside the game. So for this one, our final TVL reached $20 million. And in 2024, we made it bigger because we would like to make a pre-season before we officially release the game. And in the pre-season, you see the number changes a lot because we're trying to onboard as many players as we can. But ARPG is still a hardcore game, so not everyone is gonna like this kind of game, especially if you need to grind it almost 7 to 8 hours per day. But we still secure many solid members from our community. That's really surprised us. And in this game, we have onboarded over 60 players to join the game. And over half of them, 50%, they have reached level 60. Because as considered to be considered a premium account, you have to reach level 60. So that means these kind of people, these players, they have completed all the storyline and they spend at least 40 hours in the game. That's quite solid. And even better, our paid accounts has reached 10,000. That means, how many people they hold our assets? Only 1,000. So that means the true Web3 farmers that we consider as farmers, they are only 1,000. But we have 10,000 players, they paid for the game, just paid for fun. So I think that's a great milestone. This means all the other players, they like the game, they like to pay for the game. They don't care about whether they can earn from the game. And I think it just make a great milestone, not only for Seraph, but for all the Web3 games. It shows us the possibility, the possibility that we can make a balance between our revenue and the token valuation in the future. So with the open of a fiat payment channel in the pre-season, we tried to test the economic cycle in full, not only the in-game economic cycle, but also the cycle outside the game. And we generated a revenue of $3 million. And the final TVL for all NFT collections reached $90 million. I think that's a great milestone for both of us and other Web3 games. And as I mentioned, we do have many different kind of NFT series, but the unique NFT, this one, is one of the most cool assets in the game. Because you can wear it, it's a gold farming asset. It's also an equipment. And as an equipment, you will use it in the game every day. you all must be, I know you all must be like crypto degens here, so I don't want to waste your time to introduce how it collecting, trading, and monster hunting works here. I will just pick the crafting one. As you can see, there are 3 key attributes for the unique NFT equipment: the chaos energy, the treasure value, and the chaotic attributes are fixed. So all of them, they are not fixed, they can change. For example, for the chaos energy, it will reduce your chaos energy once you wear this equipment into our daily void ring dungeon. So in that dungeon, it produces more tokens in that dungeon, but it's gonna reduce your chaos energy. And for the treasure value, originally the treasure value is fixed, but you can change it by dismantle another NFT equipment and use it to craft your own special equipment. So that is really great progression. And if you are not happy with your chaotic attributes, you can also use some special magic items to change your attributes until you get the satisfied one. So for this one, all the other magic items, they are kind of NFTs. So in the game, we do have a lot of NFT stuff. And for the incubating value, I will explain this one. Spot on the incubating level, value. For this one, that doesn't mean like when you wear an NFT, you will have another NFT directly related to that one. That means if you enter in a dungeon with wearing at least one NFT, you may have more chance to get another NFT dropped in that NFT dungeon. So it's a high yield dungeon. And if you don't have another NFT drops, you also have other rare materials in that dungeon. So that's what we call it incubating value. But if you didn't hold any NFTs, so in the game it's very hard for you to get another NFT drops. That's the way we prevent exploration from other bots. How we protect the other revenues and our players. And I put this page just want to show you guys the diverse assets that we have. To be honest, we just released 3 NFT collections. The first one is the Seraph Priority Pass. It's a right-based NFT. It was minted freely, in June of 2023. But now I think the floor price has reached about 1.6 something. It works like a membership card of Seraph. And the second one is the gold farming asset. We call it unique NFTs. With the gold farming asset, you can wear it as equipment in the game and get more NFT drops in the game. So that's the gold farming asset. And another one we recently released is the Soul Series. The Soul Series NFTs, it's a PFP collection. You will see it later in the panel section because I use it as my profile. Yeah, it's really beautiful. So for the PFP collection, it's also a right-based NFT. We will reward our holders, like in the future, we will reward them a certain amount of tokens. So that's the 3 NFT series that we released. And the other one, the other part in this page is the in-game asset items. We not only have the NFTs that I just showed you, we also have some cosmetics NFTs and magic items I mentioned. But because we are still in the testing phase, so if you don't mint the NFTs before the game ends, before the season ends, most of the in-game NFTs are gonna be wiped. So that's the difference between the released NFTs and the in-game NFTs. And here, we have a very complicated chart. It's about our core economic cycle. But actually, I want to say it's like our economic model is very, very interesting. But I don't want to run through it. I will pick up some important points and show them to you. If we think a game as a small country, I think the project team is just the government, and the players are the people from this country. And for Seraph, the country will be will have a free and open ecosystem, economy ecosystem. Like the unique NFT is an asset like real estate. the different dungeons are different industry for people to make money. Obviously, a country needs tax.